Hey, Phil from Got Memories here with another episode of Digital 8, Sony Digital 8 issues. So, you have to have a Digital 8 camera. You can see right here, Digital 8. And this particular tape here, I'm going to show you what's very common, and I've got lots of videos on. And if you're trying to play your tapes back, and you've got issues, or if you've had them transferred by another company, and you've had issues, hit play right now, give it a second, and here we go. Come on. It's not coming up with a picture, or it does come up with a picture, and it's got a bit of a weird sound to it, and all, like, see these lines here? So you've got, and I'm not showing the whole pitch here because I don't like to show people some videos, but for the sake of, so you might see that and be like, but there's just like some weird lines. Look at this, pixelation, the audio's dropping in and out. Listen to it, it's getting worse and worse. There we go, eventually it's going to go to blue screen. So if you've got like these artifacts on your playback or on your digital copies from other companies, so you haven't played them in many years, like these particular tapes are from 2002, 2003, which as of right now, there's 21, 22 years old. So there's the head right there, that round thing. That thing is getting clogged by dirty tapes or tapes that are falling apart because the particles are coming off of the tape, especially if they've been stored in heat, like we're in Phoenix here, and you see here, minute particles clog these heads. It can't read the information, so you need to clean the heads manually, or first step is you can try a head cleaner here, and I typically do this at the beginning of all Digital 8 playback before I go and put any tape in, rewind the tape. I don't rewind the tape in these because these are all like gold. I have a whole wall over here. This is all the cameras that I use to rewind VHS tapes. So this is my rewinding station, fixing station, and just cameras everywhere, playback. You see all the equipment here. This is an equipment maintenance industry business first, and then everything else comes afterwards. So because all this stuff is very old, deteriorating, to get good picture quality and audio, you need to go through steps. So I've actually rewound that cleaning tape because it's they've gone all the way to the end. But I'm running this for about 10 seconds. This is fascinating stuff, eh? And then that's going to hopefully clean the head. And I get these from Japan. They are not cheap, $100 easily. Yes, you might find some cheaper, but they're off-brand. If they're not sealed, you should run a mile because they need to be sealed, like these here. Sealed. Otherwise, they've just dried up and been used and abused and everything. So I'm going to rewind that tape to the beginning. It's going to take a second. Let's try this again. So there we go. So you don't see any artifacts. Give it a few seconds as well. 10 weeks. You can see all around the image here. Nice and clear. There we go. I've got loads of other videos on the channel. If you want to get a quote, gotmemories.com. If you're looking for bargain basement, crap legacy box prices, forget about it. Don't waste my time or your time. Respectfully, there's a lot of people out there thinking, oh, you know, I got a handful of tapes and they cost me $2 for a blank tape. What is it, like $2.50 for a transfer? No. forget it. But if you understand what goes into it and you really cherish and value your home movies and you want it done right by a professional that really has conscientiousness, professionalism, and a heart to know that this is your own movies, and I'm giving stuff CPR daily because this stuff is getting so old and it was not meant for longevity. So years later, here we are using old equipment, revitalizing players, equipment. You have to have so much stuff, and I have a repair guy next door to me, Tim, Arizona Video Electronics. If you want to get your cameras fixed, you're trying to do this yourself, I recommend him. He's in Phoenix, but be prepared to spend $250 to $600-700 to get your cameras fixed because the parts are in very short supply. Prices keep going up. People that fix them are retiring or dying, and there aren't many people out there that do this, that reliably do this. Oh crap! Here we go. What's happening here? Was that where the tape just took a crap, or is the tape seriously ended? Welcome to my world. So I do monitor all this kind of stuff. So I'm fast forwarding it right now. Nothing. I'm gonna have to stop this tape now, put the head cleaner in, and also, oh boy, yeah, see, look, this is what I go through. So the telltale sign is at the end of the tape, if it starts to pixelate, and then all the audio goes, and then it, so I'm putting the tape cleaner in there again. This doesn't always do the trick. So if this doesn't work, I've got to take the camera to pieces, take it over to this station here. This is chamois tips, head cleaners, everything. Got to take the side off. It's a pain in the ass. But I'm going to just play this again. But I am going to just trim this because I can see, look at those little rectangular marks there. This tells me that the tape has clogged the head. Listen. Yep, there it is. You can hear it in the voice. Yep, there's all the pixelation. And then the picture drops. So this is a do-over. So gonna giving that another clean, letting it sit for another minute. See, this is unscripted, as all my videos are with my ramblings, but you get to have a bird's eye view of what I have to deal with every day with these old tapes. In 2023, these tapes are getting worse and worse and worse. And so are the players, everything's getting worn out. Especially Digital 8. It is the bane of my existence. And also Mini DV is digital as well. Letting that just kind of go for a second here, and I'm going to eject that. I'm going to put this tape back in again. And this is tape 8. So, where the tape was left off, you'll see now. Now, if it was a blank tape or blank portion, then you're not going to see anything. But I've stopped it well into where the blue screen was. Yep, and there's the image right there, clear as day. So all this would have been skipped by all these companies right here. 1,000,000%. They would have just wrapped that up. It's a wrap. You've got a problem with the tape. And they've got those carbon stickers on them. And then they just tell you your tape's gone. All your memories are gone. They're lost. Nothing we can do about it. But it's their equipment that's got clogged, and they're spending millions. Drives me nuts. Spends millions of dollars on Google AdSense, Facebook ads. Millions they're spending, and they can't spend money on head cleaners and understanding the science behind what they're doing. Meanwhile, they're just collecting the cash and not doing any of the work. And there's a lot of people that are just heartbroken and take their word for it because they say they're experts at this. I guess that's it. I guess that's what my memories are. No. But it's not. It's their goddamn players. So, even though this is people's tapes and it's not my, quote unquote, not my fault, That's their attitude. Oh, the tapes are old, they're falling apart. Not my fault. Their tapes are clogging my heads, and why should I clean them? It's their stuff. No, it's part of the game. It's not a game. I don't know what it is, but it just blows my mind. It's fraud at the end of the day. And these cameras, you know, you got your kids. I mean, this is 2002, so he's 21 right now, this chap. Here's another one that's ended. This job is going to kill me. Look, 14 minutes in. And let's see if it's gone to crap. Yeah, it has. Oh, my God. Look at this.
Catherine.
Yeah, it's all pixelating. Trust me, this is going to drive me up the wall. That one stopped. That one stopped. I was ending this video like 5 minutes ago. I've already cleaned this head. Yeah, look. Look at that. And it just goes. Meanwhile, the tape has kept rolling. Now I've got to rewind it and cue it up to where this ended. Or not. I don't know. It's easier just to rewind it and start it over. So I've got to kill this and rewind the tape, put another head cleaner in. Yeah, this one's gone to crap as well. Look, you can see the artifacts there. Oh, let's see. Yeah, look, right at the end. Look at that. And then it just drops. So that means that this has got to be rewound. Yep, that's rewinding. This job is all from the same family, and my hunch is that this has been left out, and it's a local person, been left out in a hot garage, and it's this tape. This will be round 3 for this tape. And does the customer know anything about this? Oh, for fuck's sake, this is going. Yeah, that one just, look at that, live, gone. Luckily with this one, I can stop it and do that. So what I have to do now, take this out, clean the head. This job is wrecking all of my equipment, by the way. I mean, this is like a $300 job. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Dealing with this. Digital 8 all the bloody time. So I'm not going to cue this one because I caught it right as it went. So I got to take this one out. I got to take this one out. Yeah, I'm just going to kill this. And let's have a look. So yeah, you just enjoy everything I'm doing here. Boy, oh boy, 6. Let's get this head cleaner. Where's the bloody head cleaner? What did I just do with it? If you're watching this and going, you know what, I'm going to get into the video transfer business. And you can see why so many of these companies just say screw this crap. And this customer didn't even know what they have. They really going to appreciate behind the scenes what I do to do this. I don't know, hopefully. But you've got a little window. I was supposed to stop this video. What? Oh shit! No, just okay, that one's back. I was to stop this video. What? 7-8 minutes ago, and here we are live. I keep going because this is all. I'm going to let this run for a little bit more time. And again, these tapes could be wrecking the heads. So wrecking them, but where they really need a deep clean, where I have to take the sides off, which is a pain in the ass. All these tiny little screws right here. You take the plastic off. You got to get in there, do it all, put it back together again. Yeah. So here we go. That's been in for about 10 seconds, 20 seconds or so. Gonna eject it. And for those of you watching, are like, digital transfers, like, why are you doing this to 4K and then, like, using a Blackmagic capture card? Because, yes, that can all be done, but no one is willing to spend any money on what it takes to get, 4K. 4K from a 249 thing. Okay, here we go. For the third time, audio coming through. And then I'm going to take this one. I'm going to restart this one. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to restart this one. Yeah, I think you're bored by now watching all this, and you get the point. If you have Digital 8, be prepared to pay. Because this is driving me nuts. This is a very, very bad case. 50% of the time, everything goes through fine. 30% of the time, you're going to start a few over. But this is live, as you'll see him right now, like an utter, what show. Anyway, all the best. Gotmemories.com if you want to get a quote. But again, if you expect him to pay $8-9 a tape, as we say in England, jog on. All right. Cheers. Bye.